to serve the respective agenda. And I'm referring to those other personalities, especially the powerful ones, na mga natapakan ko po nung ginagawa ko yung trabaho ko as Secretary of Justice. At alam nyo naman po kung ano yung mga high-profile cases na yan na hinandle ko. And then some people keep on blaming me until now dun sa pagharang ko nung lalabas ng bansa yung dating Pangulo. Di ba? They always say that. And even the President is now saying, na nung sinabi niya na I will suffer down the same fate of that former President, GMA. In other words, I will be locked up in jail and rot in jail. Those are the exact words of President Duterte. Dahil nga magkakakampi na sila ngayon. May mga political alliances sila. GMA forces. And then yung mga PDAF senators. Alam ko meron silang mga tao na mga inuutusan dyan. Also make my life difficult. Kaya tingnan nyo yung mga personalidad na yan. Yung mga nag-a-assist. Nung nag-assist kay Secretary Aguirre in the course of the House inquiry. Sino ba yung mga nag-briefing dun sa mga convicts na mga nag-testify against me? Sino ba yung mga nagre-represent sa kanila? May abogado dyan na alam ko, dating abogado ng dating Pangulo, and even for the powerful religious bloc. Alam nyo naman po siguro kung ano yung religious bloc na nagalit din sa akin noon. You know? So itong mga ito, these are the forces na may alliances na sila ngayon with the President, nakapasok na sila sa Pangulo, naka-access na sila sa kanya politically, and therefore ginagamit nila yung galit sa akin ng Pangulo para tulungan ng Pangulo for their own respective agenda, which is also to get back to me. Payback time, nasa isip nila.
So you're
And why? And why is that? For simply doing my job as then Secretary of Justice. And when I raided, believe it, I was also doing my job. Pero bakit binabaliktad na nila ngayon lahat? So look at the situation. Is there anything fair? Is there anything just in what they're doing to me? Because as I've been telling you, up to my last breath, I will maintain and profess innocence because that is the truth. I have nothing to do with the drug trade, either within or outside Philippines.
So, Senator, you're explicitly saying na even GMA is behind all this?
I think so. Well, tingnan nyo, the fact na ISAF is also actively involved in getting those so-called evidence and convincing those so-called witnesses in turning against me. And sino ngayon ang National Security Advisor? Analyze all of those things.
Okay, Cecil?
I'm going back to Ronnie again, kasi yung family niya has told him especially this that he hasn't done anything wrong. You also need to say yes, maybe.
It's his personal decision. It's his personal decision. Hindi ko siya i-influensahan siya dyan because in the first place, I don't even know where he is now. There's zero communication already from him. Let him decide for himself. Pero yan ang nababasa ko rin kasi sa kanya, aside from yung takot niya, and then that's it. Yung naiisip niya, no, what good will it do? Na pagpipiestahan lang siya doon. Or worse, papaaminin lang siya bago siya ipresenta doon. Baka i-interrogate siya katulad ng mga ginawa nila kay Sebastian at kay Sanchez, na ultimately napilit nila na magsinungaling. Baka ganun din ang gawin sa kanya. Na ituturo na naman ako.
So in case na ma-arresto, you're not confident na he will not testify against you?
I really do not know. The whole point of getting him through this so-called arrest warrant is precisely to force him to turn against me. I have no doubt about that. What is the whole point of all these efforts? Tapos na naman dapat yung house inquiry na yan. Determined na. So kung may mga kasong i-file na nga yung mga kaso. I think respondent din siya dyan sa mga kaso na yan na final sa DOJ. So para interesado sila ngayon na kunin siya. Saka na lang, later na lang, kung meron ng tunay na warrant of arrest, prescinding from any proceedings after the DOJ or after the Ombudsman. But not in connection with the House inquiry. Kasi what is the whole point na naman? Para lang idagdag uli, dagan uli, yung panggigipit sa akin. That's the whole point.
Ma'am, bukod dun sa GMA forces, sino pa yung mga powerful personalities na sa tingin nyo behind dito sa mga harassments against you?
Maybe one or two of the PDAF senators. I received information also, but of course I cannot validate conclusively.
Yung mga nakadetain, ma'am, ngayon? Nakalayan.
One or two PDAF senators.
Okay, Tara.
Baka hindi naman tatlo. Baka hindi yung lahat na tatlo. Baka dalawa lang, isa o dalawa lang. Based on my own information, but as I said, I cannot validate fully or conclusively. Kasi even nung sa confirmation hearings ko, sa commission on appointment, yung isang nag-oppose sa akin doon at nagbanta rin na ipalabas daw yung alleged sex video. Alam ko na ginamit yun ng isa sa kanila doon sa tatlong PDAF senators. Because yung character na yan, hindi naman talaga yan gagalaw, hindi naman talaga yan magaganyan kung walang gumagamit sa kanya. Because mercenary siya. I don't have to name. I think you know.
Okay, Tara.
Ma'am, sa another matter, yung ito report about the Chinese firms that are banned by the World Bank. And I understand you're going to file a resolution along that line.
Yeah, I intend to file a resolution on that. Parang parallel din or sort of a complementary to the one filed by Senator Bam Aquino. Di ba si Senator Bam, which the rest of us supported, I mean LP Bloc senators supported, yung calling for an inquiry, a hearing to clarify itong mga deals na ito. Yung mga in-announce nilang deals and under the foreign policy also. Yung pronouncements ng Pangulo nung nandun siya sa Beijing. So what are the ramifications of that? Diplomatically, militarily, and economically. Now, yung sa akin naman, kasi the fact may mga pinangalanan ng mga ilan-ilan na ng mga Chinese firms and may mga in-identify na sila na mga projects. And hindi ako, I'm willing to bet na baka may mga tied loans na naman yan. Oo, pinapautang tayo ng isang foreign government, pero sila ang merong karapatan na pumili. Bibigyan. So in other words, yung pinapautang sa atin ay hindi naman sa atin talaga. Kundi doon maibibigay, kundi mapupunta doon sa kung sino man yung contractor or supplier. And Kaya yan ang essence ng tied loans, and tied loans are unconstitutional and illegal under our laws. Kasi, unang-una, ay kailangan klarado na dapat dumadaan din yan sa public bidding or any other procurement process recognized under our own law, specifically the procurement law, the Government Procurement Reform Act. The fact na executive agreement yan, kasi baka yun ang gagawin nila, na justification that it is an executive agreement and therefore pwedeng hindi na dumaan sa tamang proseso under domestic law, ay hindi po yan sapat na dahilan. I can only refer you to the dissenting opinion of Justice Carpio doon sa NBN-ZTE case. Ang sabi ni Justice Carpio, tied loans are unconstitutional, lalo na kapag hindi dumadaan sa public bidding, lalo na kung walang appropriation law, and kapag walang appropriation cover, certificate of appropriations and availability of funds. These are mandatory requirements. And at sakop sa mga requirements na yan, even mga foreign-funded projects. So itong mga intended projects nila, is it 13 billion or 24 billion dollars? So we expect this to be foreign funded by China, Chinese government, or any instrumentality or entity. Pero malamang nga, ang mga contractor din, ang mga supplier din ng mga projects na yan would be Chinese firms. So tied loans. And so kailangan i-scrutinize mo natin. So I join the call of Senator Ping Lacson na kailangan tingnan yan ng maigi. Alamin ano yung mga background ng mga projects na yan. Ano na yung mga pinaka-status? MOU pa lang ba? And even if it's just MOU is the first step. A memorandum of understanding is the first step towards the appropriate project or the execution of the appropriate contract, whether it's a supply contract, loan agreement, or both. So kailangan busisiin ng gusto po yan because ano yan dyan din ang mga nagiging ugat ng mga corrupt practices.
Yung resolution niyo po, is it also going to call for an investigation or call on Malacanang just like Senator Ping said?
We're still crafting it.
Okay.
We're still crafting it. It's an inquiry into those intended projects. Yes.
Saan nare-refer?
I wouldn't know yet. We're still drafting it. It's still in the process. It's a work in progress, but we hope to file it by next week.
Senator Trillanes filed resolution asking for Senate inquiry para dun sa involvement ng mga pulis sa extrajudicial killings. May necessity pa ba to conduct separate investigation on this o na-cover na buhin din niya ng hearing ng Committee on Justice and Human Rights?
It really depends on the final form of the committee report, on the scope, on the findings and recommendations in the committee report from the EJK hearings, and that is the Committee on Justice and Human Rights, and jointly with the Committee on Public Order and Illegal Drugs. Depende yan. Pero naiintindihan ko yung perspective ni Senator Trillanes because proceedings, kahintay, nakaabang na